Hi, guys, and welcome to Serenity Mystery. Yes, yes, yes. Today is the official launch of this podcast, and today will be the first episode as well. I wanted to get into the fact of why I wanted to start this ministry. I am a person, I have been preaching since I was very young. Unfortunately, I walked away from it, but one thing I can say is that when God gives you a calling, you have to answer it. No matter how much you try to ignore it, you have to answer it. I always felt as if I had a voice that I feel like people believed in, people can confide in, and so much more. And that's why I decided to start this podcast, and this is why I decided to start this ministry. I wanted this ministry to be something that everybody can enjoy, so that's why I am launching it on this YouTube channel. So do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment, share, and especially share so that these messages that I will be putting on this channel could reach everybody, so that they could get words of encouragement, so that they could get any type of confirmation that they could need from me, from the Most High. I appreciate you guys. Let us begin. Now, today's message, I will be speaking about one important factor that I feel everybody should know when it comes to the Most High. God's answers and confirmations are not express delivered. You know how you shop on Amazon? You know how you have Amazon Prime? You know how even you do DoorDash and stuff like that? When it comes to God and his confirmations and his answers to you, they are not express delivered. And that's what a lot of people expect. I'm going to tell you something. When you pray for something, and that's one thing too, be careful what you pray for. When you pray for something from God, for example, God bless me with a home. God will send out your answer, which means he will send out your package, but you will not get it the same day that you asked for it. God will make sure, okay, before I bless you with this, let me see if you can handle it. He will make you go through a bunch of trials. You're going to have a lot of bumps in the road. For some, it's little. For many, it's a lot more. So he can make sure that when he blesses you with this, you can actually handle it. Because God is a person, which I know from personal experience, from life, he will test you to the limit to make sure once I give this to you, I want to see if you can handle it properly. You tell God, give me a home. Give me a house for my family. You get a call, boom, you're approved for a home. You get into the home, everything is messed up with it. You know, the lighting is bad. It's infested with insects. You know, everything is going wrong. And then 3 to 6 months, you lose the home. Now you get angry. You're like, God, I thought this was you. I thought this was you answering. Like, what's going on? First you give it to me, now you take it away. Did God tell you that's what he gave you? No, he didn't. This was the first test run to see if you could truly handle the house that I'm about to give you. Can you handle the foundation that I'm about to give you and your family? This is what we need to understand. And I feel that's why a lot of people tend to run away from God, because they expect, because us as ministers, pastors, and everybody who preaches about God, it's like we make him to be, this perfect person. Yes, he is a perfect person, but God will also test his children. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. God will not give you everything right away. He will make sure you can handle it. That's why they speak about God having soldiers. They speak about God having these prophets. God does not give you all these blessings without some type of trial and tribulation to go so you can back it up. We know where we are. We know where we want to go, but we never know what's in the middle. You will never see what's in the middle. You will never see that bump in the road that's in the middle at all. Those are the trials and tribulations that we have to get to in order to get what we want. God is not express delivered. A lot of people need to understand God is not your Amazon Prime. And even with Amazon Prime too, as soon as you click delivered and confirm, is your package outside the door in 1 second? No, it's not. Even if you order it to come today, it takes an hour or two or even more in order for it to come. That's why a lot of people have to start understanding you cannot expect express delivery when it comes to God. You cannot expect express delivery when it comes to your prayers. You got to wait. You got to go through through these little bumps in the road. You know what I call them little bumps for? Because what's bigger is in front of you than what's bigger than what's behind you. You feel me? So you have to understand that. Not only that, we need to understand also patience. Patience is key to everything. You cannot be asking God for a home and be so quick for him to give it to you. You cannot ask God for a relationship, a marriage, if you are going to be quick with it. You got to do your studying. You got to go out, you got to look at the pros and cons. And God is the person too. One thing also, if you pray for something and don't back it up, you're not going to get it. If you ask God, okay, I want to start a business. Perfect one. We've all prayed for that. God, I want to start a business. I want to make my business soar. I want my business to be one of the biggest businesses out there. If you just prayed for it that night and you go 3 to 6 months without even doing just even a little bit of research on the business, you really think God is going to give you a business? No. God is going to see how bad do you want it, as bad as you prayed for it. So your words got to back up with your actions. If you tell God you want this business, show him that you want this business. Not just pray for it. That's another thing. We keep praying for things and not working towards them, expecting God to bless us, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I don't know how else to let you know, but this is why I started this. I'm not going to give you no lie. You cannot expect to pray for something, don't work towards it, and then God gives it to you. How can God be able to see that you're going to handle it? It's not going to happen like that. And then we get upset when it doesn't happen. Before we get upset with God, we have to check with ourselves first. We have to check with ourselves first. I myself, I've done that before. I prayed for something. Perfect example. I prayed for something towards my child. The next day, the very, very next day, something happened. And I was upset. I was upset at God. I was yelling. I was crying. I'm asking, why are you doing this? You blessed me with this child. Now this is happening. Came to find out once I relaxed my mind, once I stopped letting my anger get in the way, God was removing my child from a place that could have hurted her in order to put her in a place that could better her. You see what I'm trying to say? Sometimes when bad hits us, sometimes we got to see what the bad is. We got to see what the bad is. Really think about it. If you were still in that situation, would you be where you are today? Probably not. And God is a person too. The things that we choose to hold on to are the things that we need to let go of before he could bless us. And that's the hardest thing too as humans. We I don't know why we can't let go. I know too. I myself sometimes, things that are supposed to be lessons in my life, and that's going to be another episode I'm going to be talking about. Things that are supposed to be lessons in our life, we hold on to them for a lifetime and they're only supposed to be lessons. We got to stop doing that. We have to stop doing that. We need to understand how God works. We need to understand how he sees us. We're his children, right? You have a child, right? I'm pretty sure for those of us who have children, if your child tells you, okay, mom, dad, I want a bike, or I want to buy this PlayStation or whatever. If they're at the proper age, I'm the type of person, I'll be like, okay, to my daughter, prove to me that you want that. What are your grades in school? What are you doing to show me that you deserve this? It's the same way with God. You have to show God that you really, truly want this. You can't just get on your knees, pray to God, oh God, I want the perfect man, I want the perfect woman, or I want the perfect business, or I want a home. And then after you're done praying, you do nothing about it. Come on now. We have to understand. Our actions need to back up with what we're asking God for. All the time. Not just for the glimpse of the moment. It's all the time. That is the message that I have for you today, guys. And I hope that you took something from it. Like I said before, share this podcast with other people. Like, subscribe, and I will be posting on this channel every single week with a new message. I hope that I touched some of you guys out there today. And God bless you guys.